welcome. MVP Racing BGWT, Season 12 final round, sprint and feature. Blue Moon Bay for the sprint race, and then we got Brands Hatchery B for the feature race. We have tyre wear on and fuel depletion on and different compounds. We've got to be using the sprint race. Races soft, so no fuel, no tyre depletion, nothing like that. So no fuel wear, sorry, no tyre wear, no fuel depletion. Get your words out, Darren. Blue Moon Bay, 2 miles long, 3 turns. And I mean, let's get to the front. The camera isn't great. Fat Pickles Bro is in with the shout of the Pro-Am title. And then we have KB and West Bannon out. It's actually Fat Pickles Bro and Lee Fitzy for the Pro-Am, and KB and West. I'll go for the points in a short while. Blue Moon Bay, it is vital to keeping the slipstream. Then you can help each other with bump drafting. You lose that slipstream, you're in a lot of trouble. What we're averaging, 48-second laps maybe, or a little bit longer than that. But you can see Fat Pickles Bro is a lead runner at the minute. Qualification happened prior to this. At this moment in time, they're in the train. But we see someone at the back already losing ground, which is Marshall. Yeah, Marshall's losing a little bit. It's not a lot. 8 tenths is where you want to be. Yeah, and he's in there. He's getting a bit of that slipstream, but he needs to, just try and get further up if he can. Because 8 tenths, as soon as you get out of that 8 tenths, and you're in a whole world of trouble. As you can see already, that we've got the front 4 breaking away from the likes of KB and Adam. Been a good season. Season 12. I've only done like 3 lives. And yeah. Season 13, having a bit of a break. All the races will be post-race, depending how things go with my family anyway. But at this moment in time, things will be post-race. Just get that out there. But yeah, TKM Spanner's now taking the lead. KB opting to go on the inside of the banking. The banking section now is a left-hander. Ease off there, slight lift of the accelerator. But LS Steno battling side by side there with his brother Adam. Icklepants there, 8. Icklepants, Mark, for me, it hasn't been one of his best seasons. He's struggled. I don't know if it was the car or he's overworked or whatever like that, but I've just noticed Icklepants, he's not been on that form what he normally is in like season 11 and 10. It may be the car, Group 4 car, maybe he prefers the Group 3 cars, but we're gonna go in car with Adam. We can see Fat Pickles Road, give him a slight bump. Let's go like this, actually, this is better. Giving him a slight bump draft. So the top 3, looking at probably 4 attempts again to KB, but KB has made his way through. But by a parcel at this moment in time are at top of the standings for the manufacturer side of things. But as I said before in the lives, in the post race, we've got the Pro with the white sticker, we've got the Pro-Am with the black sticker. And already it's a little bit of a gap to the rear, which isn't looking great. I mean, we got these to the rear ideally. Lee Fitzy in with the shout of the Pro-Am title is currently down in 14th, and we got Dave Fat Pickles Bro currently sitting in 2nd, and the likes of KB and West, they're banning that out as well for that Pro title. Plus we've got manufacturers as well, but leading the Pro title, sorry, the Pro category at the minute is West, 220 points, and he's only 1 point ahead of KB, who's currently sitting in 8th position. KB in 8th with 219. Then a bit further back with 193 is LS Steno. LS Steno, that's still behind his brother Adam. Icklepants, as I said previously, it's been a tough season for Mark. Mark currently sitting in 5th with 170 points. TKM Spanners had a lot of racing this season, so he's lost out on a lot of points, but real life does come before gaming. 142 points, he's sitting in 5th. Then we got Samuel. Is Samuel here to see? I don't think he is. Is Samuel here? Or am I blind? No, Samuel's not here. Samuel is not here. So Samuel, 122 points. He's currently sitting in that 6th. And then we got Valtteri, solo driving for Digital Car Culture. Done a good points haul so far, 115. And then we got Moz, 37. And then we got Fubiki with 26. That's your pro. Bit of action there side by side with Icklepants and Wes. They're just helping each other out. We've got TKM and Mas banning it out. And we've got Adam sneaking his way through as well. But the Pro-Am category this moment in time, we've got, it's so close, you know. Fat Pickles Bro, which is Dave there, 174 points, and he's actually equal with Lee Fitzy with 174 points. Lee Fitzy slowly making his way up now, but ideally he's probably thinking, right, you know, I've got my title contender further up. I'm sitting in 12th. What can I do? Because look at that gap. That's gap now to a couple of seconds to the lead pack. Lee Fitzy 174. Marshall had a good season this season. His racing's upped. And yeah, I know he's currently sitting in 14th, but you know, he's sitting in 3rd in the Pro-Am, 162 points. Also doing the commentary right about now as well, and he's doing really well with the commentary. Maybe he'll cover a live now and again. Who knows? Who knows? Then we've got Frowny, 157 points. Let's go up to the front back at a minute. Let's go from Dave's point of view. This isn't the best camera. I don't like this camera. We're going to look back. Where was I? Frowny, 157 points. Then we have got Adam, 154 in 5th in the Pro-Am title. So I would say for 1st to 5th in the Pro-Am, you know, it's anyone's really for that title. Pilo, 107 racing and that, you know, he's missed quite a bit. So that's cost him as well. The real Osman, his first season, missed round number 1, in for round number 2. 105. Crowcrad, 88. Igahome, 72. Myself, 69. Rated State, who had to retire early on with 49 points. That's your current standings for the Pro and the Pro-Am. I don't like this camera angle on this track. It's not the best. Manufacturers team standings by parcel.com, 422 points. TKM, Valtteri's the rear gunner now, so he's helping them along. So West is there as well. Just maintain that 4 tenths and he's still in with that slipstream. West is there. It's gapped a little, but not massively. Valtteri got drive of the week the other week as well. By parcel, 422 points. TKM Motorsport, 349. As I said, you know, Adam's missed quite a few races, or he's turned up late, or he's missed one round and joined the second race. 349. Mass Motorsport, 207. Idle Gaming, 191. United Races, 186. We Are Driven, 153. LD Motorsports, 139. And Digital Car Culture, which is Valtteri, the solo runner, to the rear with 91 points in 8th position. So it's anyone's really. Yeah, the sprint race is Blue Moon Bay, 2 miles long, 3 turns, not a massive track. We head on to Brands Hatch GP, which then will be 3 tyre compounds which have got to be used. They'll have the tyre wear on, and so tyre wear 6 and the fuel depletion is 2. But I'll go through that as we start the feature race anyway. So look at this gap now. So we would estimate between, because LS Deno, I thought LS Deno would be a bit further up. Maybe he's just playing a little bit of a game with his teammate, because they're currently 8th and 9th. So they'll probably bumping each other for the last 5 minutes. But the gap from Pilo to Lee Fitzy is huge. And for Lee Fitzy to have a shout at this Pro-Am title, he's got to get up there, and he's 4.2 seconds away from the leader, which is Dave, his title rival. So at this moment in time, Dave is like laughing, you know, because he's here. He can't see Lee Fitzy in the top 8. And yeah, at this moment in time, he's got one hand on that trophy. But in regards to West is up to 4th, and then we had KB in that 8th position. So West has got the upper hand over KB as well. But it's not over yet until the feature race. Now we've got a lot of sucking along right now around Blue Moon Bay. So the top 4, Rob is a stand-in as well. He's for United Races. So Rob, the stand-in driver. I don't know if he'll be doing season 30. That has been confirmed for the GR2 cars. I think it's the NSX, on the NSX GR2. But yeah, who knows? I may pop in for a live stream. But how things stand, certain situations, you know, real life at the minute, it's post-race this moment in time. Then I'll confirm with Lee, yep, I'll do the lives, so on and so on. But anyway, yes, like I said, you know, season 9, season 10, season 11, constant commentary, you know. Season 12, it hasn't been great, and I've apologised for it. But yeah, it's a pleasure being part of MVP. I want them to do their own YouTube channel as well, so we can get them out there more, so I can share it around a lot more places rather than just, because people are subbing to my channel when really I'm doing it for MVP. So I want them, if you're listening, admins and Lee, do your own YouTube channel. We'll get you out there a lot more, trust me. I could do the running of it, not a problem at all. KB now down to 10th. So KB, he's normally up there and he's not having a great time at Blue Moon Bay. All this bumping and sucking and whatnot, he's not doing too well. Look at that Lee, look at that group at the back. The likes of Lee Fitzy, Marshall, Frowney, the real Osmond struggling. So they're going around that bank in there, and then we got KB. That's a massive gap already from KB, 5.5 second gap. So it's anyone's win really. We need to keep a focus on this. Fat Biggles Road, TKM Spatters and West. So West behind his teammate. Oh, almost ran it a little bit wide, but he's managed to keep it together. Where is Icklepants Mark? Mark is there. We're best staying out in this camera actually. We can see a lot more. We've got side by side Pilo and I think that was Adam battling away. Yeah, sorry, KB and Adam battling away. Now Adam behind KB. KB up to 8th, was in 10th, so he's slowly making his way up. But I just got a feed in the final couple of minutes. We're going to have the top, well, not really, because LS Dano's up to 4th now, he's down to 5th. And West is sitting at 4th. Icklepants up to 3rd. And we got Rob in the mix as well. We've got AXR Group Rob in 6th position. Valtteri in 7th, who's upped it the last couple of rounds. Valtteri is racing, he's been there a lot more, and he's battled with the lead runners as well. So yeah, he's doing very well. And towards the end of the season, he's upped his pace. He's like, right, for season 13 you're going to see a lot more of me. And yeah, he's actually 3 abreast there, a few cars. And Adam, yeah, this is going to be, I need to come back to this in a minute. Let's have a look at Frowney, and let's have a look at the real Osmond, Marshall and Lee Fitzy. Lee Fitzy still to the rear. Now he's dropped to the rear in 14th. This isn't great for Lee at the minute. He's losing vital points. Dave, if he keeps it right, could get the win of Blue Moon Bay. And yeah, he's almost got 2 hands on that title. Marshall there, yeah, it's so unfortunate. I would have liked to seen the 14 cars within like 2 seconds of each other, but that isn't the case, because these here, Mark's looking to the inside of Fat Bigglesboro, and yeah, some are opting for the higher line and some are opting for the low. I don't know how you do it in oval racing. I'm not a fan of oval racing, but I mean, they're all working together as one big MVP team, you know. Forget the individual teams. It's MVP Team 1 and MVP Team 2 to the rear. That's how it is at the moment in time. It's not obviously that. It's just how I'm seeing things. But looking at it now, if we go to the likes of Pilo, let's have a look at that gap. Now it's extended again, 6.7 second gap. Further 1.2. We need to go to the front. Let's go to the front. Let's go from Adam's point of view. Let's go in car with Adam. Is this... I don't like doing the out car. I want to get a better angle with this. I think I'm better, ideally, going from Pilo's. Let's go Pilo's point of view. Who's behind Rob? Rob's behind. They're going to go on to the final lap in a minute. It's all going to kick off now for the final lap. This is a perfect camera, but when they pan in quite close, it's horrible. I can't. Let's go. I'm sorry, I know you don't like this camera, but I'm going to go like this for a minute. Lee doesn't like this camera, but I can see a lot more, and I can see the battles a lot more. And yeah, TKM Spad is currently in the lead. I hate this camera. Come on, I want it to pan out. TKM 1 and 2. Fat Pickles Road 3. LS10 4. This is going to be some epic thing. LS10 going out wide to the outside. And yeah, the top 4 broke away. Can Lee dive to the inside? Who will get the win in this race? We've got TKM Spadders coming around. Will TKM Spadders get the win over his teammate? He shall indeed. TKM Spadders. LS10 West. Oh wow. TKM Spadders West. Fat Pickles Road. LS10 Ickelpants. Valtteri. Adam. KB. Pilo. Rob. Further down we go. Frowny. Lee Fitzy, Marshall to the rear. So Dave was running first for quite a while, but he's down to 4th. Lee Fitzy, on the other hand, came 13th. So yeah, Dave's got one hand, almost 2 hands on. But going back to the pro, fair play to the... This is a weird... Why is it showing the real Osman as winning? The real Osman was... Hey? Real Osman's 13th. TKM Spadders is first. What's going on with this game? So, just a quick recap. TKM Spadders West. LS Deno got the final podium spot. Dave got one hand on it, almost 2. West, likewise, because KB came 7th, I think. 9th, actually. So 9th KB come. West in 3rd. So it's all shaping up now to the feature race for the final feature race of the season. But yeah, check out the feature race in a minute. 2 videos in 1 coming right now. Welcome back to the MVP Racing BGWT Season 12 for the final feature race of the season. There's your current grid positions. This one here, racing soft, racing medium, racing hard must be used for a minimum of 3 laps. Ballast is incurred for the top 8 drivers in the championship as well. I'll go for that in a moment or 2. Let's get a few laps out of the way. Historic Brands Hatch GP, one of my favourites. Paddock Hill, Graham Hill, and so on and so on. But in a moment or 2, I'm going to give it around about 5 to 6 laps. We'll go on board with a lead runner heading around Paddock Hill for the first time. Final outing for the Toyota 86 GR4, the Group 4 car. As I said, Season 13 will be done in the Group 2 car, the Honda NSX. I don't know if there's any space available left in that league, but please do check out MVP Racing on Facebook. Like, comment, subscribe to this video. We have got Crowcrad in for the feature race, which is good to see. So we have got Rob and Crowcrad, the 2 teammates, on track for the final feature race of the season. West KB 1 and 2. This is going to be a feisty finish for the pro title. The Pro-Am title, Lee Fitzy got the upper hand at the minute. That's because Dave is in 13th. You know, they've just done qualification and they're carrying weight as well. So that's going to hamper them, especially around Brands Hatch GP. West's running a bit wide. So he's going to have dirt on them tyres, so he needs to try and scrub them off. But ballast, as I said previously, is incurred for the top 8 in the championship. So KB West 108%, LS Deno and Ickelpans 107%. TKM Spadders MNT Samuel, who's not here this evening, 106%. Fat Biggleswell, 105, alongside Adam. Elisteno throughout the season didn't like the ballast but kept scoring well, so he kept carrying it throughout the season. I think he's carried it from season 2, and he wasn't a fan of the ballast. But don't worry, Lee, this is the final race of the season, and let's see what you've got. Let's see what you can bring. 30 minutes ahead of us. Pit stops will be happening. When they will happen, I'm not quite sure. This is all about teamwork as well. As you can see there, Frowny and Lee Fitzy working together to try and break a gap, but they can't do it because they got Mark Icklepants sitting behind them, headed down Pilgrim's Drop. And yeah, we're going to go through the track in 2 laps or so. Let's just let them settle down and let's see how things pan out. Let gaps appear, because while they're battling so close, it's best not to do it on board in case I miss something. Rob, like I said, the stand-in 14, Marshall in 15th position up the front. West KB, but KB is bringing along his teammate Elisteno. Can they gap the real? You need to watch out for the real Osmond, the light cars. So the light cars will take advantage of the heavier cars. Lee Fitzy, one of them, Frowny as well. Icklepants, Mark, just sitting behind Frowny. They're heading down Paddock Hill for the 3rd time. Frowny a little bit wide on the exit, and then we head up. Yes, he's going around the outside. Will he stick at it though? No, he will not. So next lap, we're going to do an onboard lap. We're going to go for the corner names, and so on and so on. Adam there in 9th position, Pilo in 10th. Fat Pickles were up to 11th, so he's slowly making his way up. Crow Crowd in 12th. Val Terry in 13th position this moment in time. I don't know if he'll go solo again, or maybe get a teammate for season 13. We'll wait and see what Val Terry does with Digital Car Culture. Rob there in 14th. Forward and back a bit now. We got Marshall to the rear in 15th position. Also Sparkle Sheffield, check them out. Autism awareness, and they help families, and yeah, TKM as well. TKM Spatters, that's his team. Bipole, so I think that's where Lee works. Idle 4 Gaming, that's my YouTube channel. Mass, I'm not quite sure about Mass or LD. I don't know if that's related to Mark, or LD's related to Fitzy and that. But yeah, let's go with West Paddock Hill. We're going around Paddock Hill, Ben. It's almost semi-flat in these cars. I mean, they're not fast cars. They're just a pain in the bum. Just a control to the rear. Round Druids, Graham Hill, this left-hander. Graham Hill bend. Then we're going along Cooper Straight, Historic Straight. Surtees is left, out wide, cut it in really tight. Then we head up the back straight. Purple sector there for him. Fast lap at the minute. And 128.321 behind. A little bit of a gap forming between him and KB and Elisteno. Pilgrim's drop now. Then we head into Hawthorne Hill, this right-hander. Be careful to not run it too wide on the exit. Hawthorne's. Then we've got Derek Minter straight coming up now. Then we've got Westfield, that right-hander there. Then we've got Dingledale. Dingledale is his sort of a right king. She can curb this section here. Don't run it too wide on the exit. Then we've got Sterling, this left-hander heavy braking section. Drop it down a gear. And then we head up to Clearways. Clearways coming up now. Nice sunset in the background there. Clark Curve as we head on to the Bramham Straight now. Bramham Straight, which will be the final part of this lap. A very nice lap there indeed from West. He's currently the leader of the final feature race of the season. KB in that second, just taking it nice and easy. It's also good to note the tyres are on as well, so you can work out the strategy. West, KB, Elisteno, racing the soft. Real Osmond the racing medium, but he's gaining time to the front three because he's got no ballast. The front three ahead, 108, 107, they're carrying quite a lot of weight in that car. So the real Osmond could go longer with the medium than these guys can with the soft, because they'll be wearing a lot more fuel his weight, ballast his weight, so it's going to affect the tyres, and so on and so on. Ticket and Spiders in that 5th position. On the racing medium, I think he'll go for the racing soft for his final stint. And he fits as well. Racing medium, hard, soft, maybe. Mark on the racing medium. Mark normally does hard, then soft. Soft last. Frowny in racing medium. So, top 3, racing soft. The rest have opted for the racing medium. Racing hard for their 2nd stint. And then racing soft for their 3rd. Best to get the slower tyres out the way, then you can push it for the final stint. Marshall in 15, bit of a gap now between him and Crowcrad. Let's see what he can do. So West, the gap between West and KB is 1.2 second gap, but if we go with KB for the minute, we've seen from West's point of view, but LS Deno's dropping back a bit now. I think he's just looking after them tyres. KB's got a little bit more wear because KB's carrying more weight than LS Deno. Maybe he's happy with 3rd this moment in time. 7 minutes in, 22 minutes to go. Been a good season, you know, hats off to him. A few weeks break, then they head on to season 13. And yeah, the GR2 is going to be interesting. And the real Osman is 100% gaining quite fast. To the back of LS Deno. LS Deno in that 3rd position. In car of LS Deno now. Where's the real Osman? He's coming around now. And the time gap between them both, the real Osman and LS Deno, 2.9. Yeah, that isn't a lot at all. And he's only, what, 6 seconds away from the leader. Ticket and Spiders a further 3.5. But Lee Fitzy will be to the back of TK and Spiders very soon. But Icklepan's up to 7th. Icklepan's up to 7th. Frowny in 8th. Icklepan's runs it a little bit wide. Be careful not to touch the curb on the exit. So you'll kick the rear end out and you'll be kissing the barrier on the other side. Frowny in 8th. Adam in 9th. Rob in 10th. Pilo in 11th. Pilo in 11th position, doing a good job. He's currently bringing Fat Picklesbro with him. Oh, Fat Picklesbro just had to back out the accelerator there. And just, not go into that gravel. Otherwise, he would have been dead last. Pilo, Valtteri slowly making his way up. We can see Valtteri behind Pilo now. Pilo drifting that car. And he's going to lose a few tenths there. And that's going to enable Valtteri to sit in the slipstream of Pilo and get him along, going along the straight maybe. Pilo faster out there, so he's getting a 10th or 2 over Valtteri. Heading up to Paddock Hill for the 7th time, sorry. Drop it downhill. Stop saying sorry, Darren, you bold git. But yeah, drop it down. Oh, Valtteri! Oh, wow. See what I mean? One little thing with these cars. The 86 is very, very light on the rear. One little touch of the grass or the gravel or the sand, it can spin the rear end out. So you've got to lift off that accelerator and just nice and steady, so you don't spin out like a donkey. So West has got KB a 2-second gap now. LS Deno is only 8 tenths behind his teammate. Maybe Lee almost lost it. Had to lift off that accelerator big time. Will the real Osman capitalise from that? What we're looking at, 3.9, it's extended actually. The gap has extended a little bit. TKM Spiders in 5th. Icklepants and Frowny banning out. On board now with Frowny behind Icklepants. Icklepants trying to get rid of the dirt off the tyres. So he's like going left and right along that straight. But he seems to have done it. TKM Spiders the first one to pit to get rid of the racing medium. Maybe going to the racing hard. Let's look. Let's wait and see. I think he'll go on to the racing hard. Yes. See? Quite clever, and done them for so long. The commentary. You get into sort of a swing of what they do. And it's good to see. LS Deno in 3rd. The real Osman in 4th. Now falling back a bit from LS Deno. Icklepan's in 5th. Can he gain up to the back of the real Osman in 4th? God, terrible my nose today. What's going on with that big stress and everything as well. But yeah, you can hear it, my bloody nose doing my nutting. Icklepants in that 5th, but Frowny isn't letting Mark get away so easily. I think part of it is Frowny's looking after the tyres as well and making Mark push that little bit more to try and gap, but who knows. Rob up to 7th after a poor start from Rob. And yeah, TK and Spanners flat out on the racing hard. So Robin stand in for this evening. Currently sitting in 7th position, so doing a good job. Livery, I'm not sure what's going on with the livery. I think that's a stock livery. I don't know if you can find the United Racers one. TK and Spanners in 8th. KB in the pits now, getting rid of the soft. Probably going to the hard, KB. Have I got that one right? KB changing tyres now. Soft again. Interesting. Is that going to work out for KB? We'll wait and see. KB soft again. Maybe try and get the jump on to these three maybe. Maybe he's got a bit of a game plan going on. Maybe he's worked it out. But West 128.321. Alistano in 2nd. Real Osman in 3rd. But KB hasn't lost a lot of ground, to be honest with you. I mean, the top 3 are only you can see on the track map top right. So West in the lead with Alistano in 2nd. Real Osman in 3rd. And KB in 4th. So KB's got the jump onto Brownie as well. I think this may work out into KB's favour. Depending how long he goes. Oh, sorry, he's on the racing hard. It said he'd come out on the racing soft. What is going on with this replay? Sorry, racing hard. I thought he was on the race. When he come out the pits, it was red for the racing soft. But it's not. It's racing hard. So yeah, maybe I'm wrong. The racing hard, was it 1.5 to 1.8 seconds a lap slower, depending what sort of driver you are. That's puzzled me. That is racing soft, but he's actually on the racing hard. Why would he do the racing soft twice, one after the other? Rob there in 6th. TK and Spadders in 7th. We've got these two pitting now. So Alessandro will take the lead of the race. Look at that front left tyre. With the ballast as well, taking a massive hamper in that front left tyre. West in 2nd position, KB in 3rd. This is going to affect Alessandro when he pits. He's going to be losing time. He's already lost half a second in the first sector. Ideally, should he have pitted with the likes of West and the real Osman try and get the jump? I don't know. I don't know if that was the right thing to do from Alessandro. Runs it a bit wide on the exit. West, KB, the real Osman. So KB's got the jump on the real Osman, but the real Osman's on the racing hard as well. But the real Osman's being followed now by Rob in 5th position. 14 minutes in. 15 minutes in, 15 minutes to go. TKM Spanners up to 6th on the racing hard. Frowny racing hard as well. Mark racing hard. Said they're like doing the identical thing when they pit. Where is Dave? Dave's in 10th, and we've got Lee Fitzy. I must have missed something with Lee Fitzy. Lee Fitzy down in 14th on the racing hard. He must have had it off or something. And Marshall in 15th position on the racing medium. Elestano in the pits now, but as that costs him vital time, because West is going along the start timing line now, and KB. Elestano being released now. Where is Rob? Rob's in the pit, so sorry, I was wrong. Elestano's got quite a bit of a gap now over to the real Osman. Elestano on the racing hard, the real Osman on the racing hard. So this is quite early to say, but where's Adam? Adam's pitted again for the soft. So Adam, 15 minutes on the racing soft. We need to watch out for Mr. Spadders on the racing soft, so he will be pushing it. The time gap between 1st and 10th, we are looking at probably about 14-15 seconds. Doable. So they don't have to refuel, you see, in this feature race. They got enough to get to the end. Crowclad in 11th, Baratow down to 12th on the racing soft. Adam in 13th, Lee in 14th, Marshall to the rear in 15th. I don't think Marshall will be doing season 13. I think he's focusing more on the commentary side of things. But yeah, he's doing well with the commentary. Oh, he hits into that barrier there, which is very unfortunate, so he spins out. I mean, yeah, in all honesty, I won't mind, like, seeing how he does for a round doing a live MVP. I mean, that's if they're up for it. See how he gets on. Anyway, West in first position, Elesteno in second. West is that gap almost ran it wide on the exit of paddock, 5.2. Celestano in second position, but KB is pitted for the racing medium, so he's gone on to the final stop. But TK and Spadders is benefit from this. There is KB, and there is TK and Spadders, not too far behind. Ahead of him, he's got Rob. So Rob on the racing hard, the slower tyre. KB can, TKM, Spadders can quite possibly capitalise from this and get this move done onto Rob, or will Rob allow him by? TK and Spadders is there on his inside, and TK and Spadders does get that move done. A little bit of contact there to the rear quarter panel, but you know, Robin's racing as they say. But Frowney may be getting up to the back of Rob as well. I think Frowney there on the, what's he on? On the racing hard actually. So no, Valtteri in 8th, Krokrad in 9th. So a little bit of a battle forming here now, with the likes of Krokrad, Icklepants, Fat Bigglesborough and Pilo. I mean, Pilo being the rear gunner here, depending if they keep it. Oh, and as I say that, Krokrad runs it very deep. Krokrad into the gravel, so that's affected him massively. So now he's got it all to do. But then Fat Bigglesborough has got the jump onto Lee Fitzy. So if Fat Bigglesborough Dave can keep it in 10th, and depending where Lee Fitzy come, your Pro-Am title winner will be Fat Bigglesborough. But it isn't over yet for the likes of West and KB. So there is KB, there is West just up ahead. So this is the battle for the Pro title, to be the champion of Pro, and to be, you know, to be the top gunner, technically, of season 12. But there has been some intense battles throughout the season, don't get me wrong. I've been on a couple of races, and you know, it's been enjoyable. It's been difficult because their pace compared to mine is so different. But you know, I'm learning off of them as well, so I'm picking up a little bit of racecraft from the MVP boys. But yeah, it's just a privilege to be part of it. And so the top 3 now, depending how Spadders gets. Oh, KB, you don't want to lose it. I mean, KB now can see his title rival in seconds. Like, right, let's have a battle now, because Elesteno on the racing hard is pulling out now. But TK and Spadders pitted early for the racing soft. He hasn't done the fast lap. That still is with Valtteri actually. So Valtteri 1:28.140. So where's Valtteri in 7th? Let's look out for Valtteri as well. So Elesteno in the pits. That will promote West to the lead, and KB in 2nd position. Remember, extra point for pole, extra point for fastest lap, and the maximum points for the race win. So these two here now, with 10 minutes to go, will be battling non-stop. And Fat Bigglesborough, he's still got the attention of Icklepants behind, so Mark isn't letting him get away so easily. But with Fat Bigglesborough up to 7th and Lee Fitzy in 14th, he's losing out big time. Lee Fitzy on the racing soft. I mean, look, he's got to be doing 1:28 each lap to get up there if he can, because Fat Bigglesborough Dave he's currently doing 1:29. So if Lee Fitzy can better the lap time and do them consistently lap after lap, then yeah, he may get up there. But at this moment in time, no, because they're going on to the back straight. Well, they're actually on the back straight, and Lee Fitzy's just coming around to it now. And yeah, this is a really tough asphalt. Adams running a bit wide, drifting around that corner. This is really difficult for Lee Fitzy now to try and capitalise to the rear of Dave. And you know, it's so much to do. We'll come back to it. KB and West. So West has got that advantage now over KB. They're both on the racing medium, so it's all about who can come out on top, who can not do that error. One slight error between the top two, you know, one's going to be laughing, the other one's going to be crying, because Elesteno now has dropped way back, but TK and Spadders have done a stonking few fast laps. 1:28.663 on lap number 14. In regards to Elesteno, No, he hasn't done, he's not blue at the minute, but TKM Spadders is on the hunt for that final podium spot. But I know Ellis Steno will give up the fight. The real Osman in 5th. Remember, he missed round number 1, joined round number 2, and I think he's back for season 13. So he's done a good job for, you know, for himself for missing around. He's currently running in 5th with no ballast. Valtteri hasn't got the fastest lap. Who's got the fastest lap now? The real Osman, actually, 1:27.886. So the real Osman's on the hunt, but he has lost a bit of ground to TKM Spadders. 2.4 second gap, and side by side action there with TKM Spadders, LS Steno. So LS Steno and TKM Spadders battling it out. But would they want this? Because they've got the likes of the real Osman closing up, and that may bring Valtteri along to party as well. So TKM Spadders and LS Steno are now battling it out for that final podium spot, but the gap at the front has fallen to 1.4 second gap now. So KB and West battling it out for the win of the race. But here, the real Osman is like laughing in that car, thinking, right, you two just carry on doing what you're doing, because I'm going to bring Valtteri along with me, and we're going to have a 4-car battle for that final podium spot. We have got around about 7 minutes to go, the final feature race of the season. Let's go up to the front, because what technically I can confirm for you now quickly, while we focus on it. Let's go focus on LS Steno and TKM Spadders. So LS Steno and TKM Spadders battling it out for that final podium spot, but closing really rapidly is the real Osman and Valtteri. So they're slowly catching up. So we're gonna have sort of like a 4-car battle for the final podium spot. As I do it towards the end, I'll do it towards the end if I can. So we'll get that up in a minute. LS Steno in 3rd. See what I mean by these two battling up ahead? That's enabled Valtteri to close up. Now the real Osman, if he plays this right, can get that final podium spot. Now we've got this 3-car battle, technically 4 if Valtteri can catch up for the final podium spot. At the front as well, it's getting a bit close. We'll come back to this in a minute. So West KB, that gap is closing, falling. LS Steno now defending from TKM Spadders, almost loses it, but TKM Spadders looking to the inside. Looking to the inside there of LS Steno. Real Osman as well, trying to run it, or almost ran it a bit deep onto that grey Astro turfy stuff. But look at this, Valtteri is like, right, 3 for the price of 1. Yes, please, thank you very much. And he's looking for that opportunity. We almost have 3 wide. The real Osman's actually on the grass. Wow. Yeah, look at this. Valtteri's like, yes, hello boys. Look at me. The Haas boys in the mix, but actually that's McLaren colours. But at the front we go. West there in 1st position. He can sense KB's behind, and he is like, yes, hello. Oh, West. Oh, West. What has gone on here, my friend? I just heard the tyre squeal. Oh, no, that front tyre that spun the car around. So has that done it for West? Has he lost the pro title? Or would he just keep it in the clutches maybe? Because behind, he's got these 4 cars trying to catch up. But now, technically, we've got a 5-car battle for the 2nd place, where the final 2 spots on the podium. And pedal to the metal, laddos. And what can you do? Icklepants in 7th, Pilo in 8th. So Icklepants up to 7th position, but I bet in his head he's like, right, I wish I was battling up with the front runners. Pilo in 8th, Back Bigglesrow in 9th, Rob in 10th, Frown in 11th, Adam in 12th, Crowcrowd in 13th, Lee Fitzy in 14th, Marshall in 15th position. At the front we go. That has gifted KB maybe the championship lead. And can he grab it, or will that race at Blue Moon Bay have just about done it for West. But then LS, what's going on with LS Deno? Oh, what happened here? Oh, Valtteri ran it wide as well. Oh, and LS Deno ran it wide. Synchronized spinning, lads. Let's have a look at that again from Valtteri. Yes, hello, you spin me right round, spin me right round. Yes, into the gravel. And then Ellis was like, yeah, I'll join the dancing with you, Valtteri. They're both spinning around. Yes, yes, Strictly comes spinning. My lord, what are you two? And he's losing loads of ground. Oh, that's very unfortunate indeed. Therefore, that's where we are now. Ellis Deno now being caught by Rob. It's all kicking off. Ellis Deno, I bet he's hating it. I bet he's like effing sidecar or whatever, what he normally does. Makes me laugh when he kicks off. He's like, yeah, effing this, effing that. You know, the car's this, the car's that. Sod the weight. Why do I keep getting weight for? Well, because you keep scoring well, Lee. Love it, mate, love it. So then, Tico Spatters has like been technically gifted that third place. But will he take this second off his teammate? I don't think it's wise. I just protect Wes and try and keep the real Osman behind. KB has got a massive gap now, so his strategy with an error from Wes has played out. But the man that has lost out big time, yes Lee, he's in 14th and now he's pitting with heavy damage. What's going on here again? What have you... Really? Oh yes. Pit wall master Ellis Deno. What's going on here? Ellis Deno, there's a big hole like to the right of that barrier. If you look, where are you going? No, all wrong. No, all wrong. Throw it one more time. There's a massive gap to your right, but you decided to just drive into the barrier. Hello barrier. How are you? Here we go. Yes, take 5. Boom. Yes. Sod the road on the right. I'm going to hit the barrier. Let's see if I can go through that way. And he's just he's like, no, I don't know. Effing this, effing that. Sod this, sod that. Sod the car. The car's this. The weight's that. And so on and so on. He got a bit lost there. And yeah, he's yeah. Now he's coming out and he's 14th. I bet he's glad to see the back of the car and the weight. You know. He's gonna hate me for that, for doing that. But anyway, bit of banter. Just, you know, I gotta laugh. I don't laugh. I bloody cry. West is second. I can't get over that. Massive gap to your right, and he's. Now the boys are gonna see this. They ain't gonna let that live. They can be constantly on about it. Probably till the next season. The real Osman, we got Ticket and Spanners. You need some laughter, don't you? But real Osman, look into the inside of Ticket. Can he get both of them? What a stonking! No, West's like, no, you're not having it, not having it. No, Ticket and Spanners is coming back up. The real Osman. Yeah, there's the real Osman. Hello, there with your blue helmet. And yeah, Ticket and Spanners looking a little bit argy-bargy there. Why not? It's the final feature race of the season. But yeah, fantastic racing. Absolutely fantastic racing. Yeah, we had spinners. We had synchronized spinning, dancing from cars. Then we had Mr. Deno hitting to the barrier, sod the road on the right. Or the pit entrance, sorry, to the right. You'd rather just go through the barrier. But the barrier's like, no, come again the next day. And yeah, it's just it's fantastic. Here we are, KB now heading on to the final corner, and he'll be heading on to the straight to complete the final feature race at BGWT, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolute fantastic season. Well done to KB. Well done to West. Battling all season long. TKM Spatters takes the 3rd. Real Osman takes the 4th. Icklepants takes the 5th, just about from below. Valtteri in 7th. Rob in 8th. Fat Pickles were in 9th. Frowny in 10th. Lee Fitzy in 11th. So he's just coming around now, and I think Fat Pickles Dave has got the title. I'm pretty certain of it. Yeah, Lee Fitzy coming around the corner now. Adam Crocrad. And we've got Elisteno, Adam, 12th. Elisteno 13th in the end. What I can confirm to you is, ladies and gentlemen, Crocrad, and then we've got Marshall in 14th. Fat Pickles, bro. Congratulations to Dave. He is your Pro-Am champion for season 12, if I can find it. But the winner of the Pro class is actually West. So congratulations to West. But the overall points champion, who got the most points and whatnot, so it's worked out. And I think this is new for the season, for season 12. For season 12, the overall points champion is Kevin KB. So congratulations to KB. And the actual winners of the manufacturers side of things is, again, Biopass.com Racing. So congratulations to KB and Elisteno. Yeah, he did have a great final feature race, but again, they're a manufacturer's title winners. So congratulations to Dave, congratulations to West, congratulations to KB. But from me, I mean, hats off to everyone that's took part, whether you've been a reserve and you've raced, you've all competed in this league. And from me, massive respects to each and every one of you. I don't care if you've come last, first, just hats off, and please subscribe. As I said, season 13 will be done probably post race, depending on how things go, but it'll probably be live on sort of like round 3, something like that, or round 2. But please like, comment, subscribe. And again, thank you MVP for giving me the opportunity to do the commentary for you. Apart from that, I might have thought gaming. This is MVP Racing. That's season 12 done. You all take care. Thank you. Bye bye.